NCAA basketball totals for Tuesday, December 13th. We got 3 games on the card today. Again, this is our segment where we talk about the totals for a few NCAA basketball games as well. Don't forget we have our NBA segment out there. Pretty good day in the NBA yesterday. At least we got back on the winning track. NCAA still struggling the last few days. Also, don't forget check out SBR for all the odds, numbers, sportsbook signups, the bonuses, everything there, the blacklist, all sorts of good stuff at our website that I always like to mention. And let's dive right in. We got 3 games on today's card. Interesting day for me because these games here, I'm actually doing something, a little bit of a handicapping strategy because the numbers really did not look right the way I foresee it, the way I foresaw it, however you want to put it. So I'm going actually, this is kind of an opposite day for me. Sometimes I got to do this as a handicapper, and also the last couple days have been weird, for me at least, in the NCAA. So I'm going to go ahead, and I'm kind of doing an opposite day where the way I see it, I'm going to go ahead, and I'm going to be back in the odds makers, basically. So play it, fade it, whatever, analyze it, check it out. Let's go ahead and you'll feel more of what I'm talking about, and you'll hear more of what I'm talking about as I go ahead and break down the numbers and, why every game for me is kind of an opposite play. All right, first game up we got is Temple and Villanova. Oddsmakers have it at 139.5. For me, I thought that's an overplay easy. Villanova can score like gangbusters, especially at home. And I'm going under. So that's why I'm going under this total. I'm going a little bit opposite of what I initially thought. I mean, let's look at these numbers and tell me why this number is set so low. Temple's averaging 76 points per game. Villanova's averaging 80 points per game. Okay? So you think, okay, they're playing outstanding defense. Well, yes and no. Villanova, they're allowing 63 points per game. That's outside of the top 30. And Temple, they're allowing 71.4. You think Villanova's not going to score tonight? Why is this total set so low? Why is it at 139.5? It just didn't seem really right to me. Shooting-wise, you got a Villanova team that shoots the ball really well right now. They're shooting 50% from the field. That ranks 14th in the country. And Temple, they're not bad. They shoot 44%. Defensively, neither team is really locked down. The one point of contention, though, that maybe why this makes a little bit more sense is Temple's strength. Well, they don't go to super fast pace, but they go actually, I think they go a little, last time I checked, they went faster than Villanova. Yeah, Villanova's averaging 56.2 attempts per game. They're really efficient, though. Temple's averaging over 60. So Temple's actually, just the way it looks like, this should be a really fast tempo game. So this total looks weird. Okay, back to what I was trying to say is Temple's a really good three-point shooting team. They shoot over 39% from beyond the arc. But that's Villanova's strength on the defensive end. They're allowing opponents just 28% from distance. That ranks 17th in the country. Jay Wright's a great coach. National champs. So this game looks a little bit weird to me. I'm going under. I'm going under. It kind of looks, when you first look at it, you kind of automatically want to back the over, which is kind of our tendency as people who bet on sports is to take the over, but I'm taking the under on that. Okay, like I said, this is kind of an opposite day for me, so just hear what I have to say and make a decision from there. All right, next one up, we got Monmouth and Memphis. Oddsmakers have it at 151, and that looks too low, the way these two teams go. So I'm going under. So I'm going under the total, because it looks like this should be an absolute track meet. Excuse me one second. I got something in my eye here. Okay. Monmouth is averaging 78.6 points per game. Memphis is averaging 82 points per game. Okay, you can do the math on that. Pretty easy. Memphis is allowing 71.2, and Monmouth is allowing 70.8. This game really should be like 155 or over. And Monmouth goes fast. And Tubby Smith in Memphis, I love it that he's back in the game. And that's a pretty good program, pretty storied program, that Memphis. Well, somewhat, But they can both score. Monmouth, they're shooting there's over 43% from the field, but they're shooting over 36% from distance, and they go at a really good clip, 61.5 attempts per game. They could score. That Monmouth team, let's look at them recently. They put up 81 against Army, 81 against Wagner, 94 against Canisius, 91 against Quinnipiac. I hope I'm saying that right. If I'm not, please correct me. They scored over 80, over 86. I mean, you look at their last several games, they're over 80-plus points. Now they're coming into Memphis, who's going to have them overmatched a little bit, but oddsmakers have this just at 151. I mean, Memphis, look at them. They put up 100 this season, 84 this season, 104, 99, 94. I mean, this is a team that can score. I didn't really check the injury reports, but, I mean, 151, that's a lot of points. So it's still, at the end of the day, this doesn't really make sense to me. I'm going to check to see if anyone's out that I'm not aware of, and then if that's the case, I'm going to come back and I'll redo this video. So I'll double check on that. Memphis, they rank second in the country in assists per game. I mean, this game looks like it's going to get 160, but odds makers have it at 151. So I'm back in the under. Again, this is a little bit opposite day for me. Last one up. We got Montana and Oregon. Odds makers currently have that at 139. This one I'm going over because Oregon's been a really good defensive team, but for some reason, odds makers have this set. I felt like this one should be about 135 around there. Got Montana averaging 72.3 points per game, Oregon averaging 76.2. Defensively, got Oregon allowing 63.8. Now, this game's at Oregon. They're a really good defensive team, and they will control the pace. Montana, they're allowing 74.1. Okay, so this makes a little bit more sense. But I'm still going to back over the total because I think they get there. Montana can score a little bit. And Oregon, they're really due to just go gangbusters one night. They still have a lot of talent, and I think they're going to score a lot. They're right now, Oregon tempo-wise, they're averaging 59 attempts per game. That's okay. Montana is averaging 58.2, so kind of a decent paced. And their adjusted offensive efficiency and stuff like that. It's not bad, but it's not outlandish. And here's the key for me. Oregon is a great defensive team, so I don't understand that 139 still. I still think it's actually touched too high. Oregon's allowing opponents just 37.5% from the field. That's really, really good. Montana, they are allowing 44.9%. That ranks out of the top 200 teams. So I think Oregon's going to light it up tonight. I think this is going over. I think it's going to get close to 150. That's going to be, I think there's going to be a lot of points in this one. Okay. A lot more statistics to talk about, but I'm just going to cut it right there. Quick recap. Here we go. Temple. Again, these are kind of opposite plays for me. Just one of those days where I just feel like doing that. And the way the numbers worked out, I don't know. Odds makers seem to either they're really, really on top of this or something is amiss that I'm not seeing. And that happens sometimes too. I miss a lot, as a lot of you guys, I'm sure, will be happy to mention. All right. Still, I think the information is solid. Here we go. Temple, Villanova, under the 139.5. Monmouth and Memphis, under the 151. Oregon and Montana, over the 139. Those are our plays on totals for NCAA basketballs. I do wish you the best of luck, whether you play it or fade it. Please check out SBR. That's our website, and there's a ton of great information there for you. I wish you the best of luck.